Hey everybody, listen, I'm going live on multiple platforms, so bear with me as we are doing this for the first time. It's been a while that we did this. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Uche Anye Maple. I'm a leadership and business strategist. And what we're going to be talking about today, just to let you know, so we'll be going into a new month, right? We're going into the last quarter of 2022, and everything is so many things happening right now. For those of us, we know that there is so much happening in the world today. And what I'm going to be talking about is pretty much how we can make sure that we are gaining financial stability in a time where the country is in such an unstable moment. Okay, for those of us, that could mean a multitude of things, but we're here today, so let's get started. Okay, so again, I'm a leadership and business strategist. And what do? I help aspiring entrepreneurs and high performing professionals start and grow their side business only using their natural gifts and abilities, where they can leverage it so that they can gain financial freedom, financial independence, and really overall well being. I help them do this without being overwhelmed. And hey, good morning. Hi. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you. Help them gain this by doing being without being overwhelmed, without being stressed. So I help them with their step-by-step process. So if you want to get more information, just go to my bio, click on the link, and that will give you more information in terms of who I do and what I do. All right, so guys, I'm going to be saying some things that are contrary to what you have been told, what you believe. Do not start a business right now during this recession. Yep, I said it, and I'm not taking it back. Here, listen, it's so many things going on. People have been advocating, start your business, start your business, start your business. And a lot of people are starting their business, right? But they're not gaining traction. And why? Especially now, right? We got a recession going on. Housing prices are dropping, but interest rates are going up. Inflation is going up. It was what, at 8%? I don't know what it is right now, but it was 8% on the mid part of this year. We know that food costs more, right? You're going to the grocery store with $100 and you're leaving out of there with 10 items because they're $10 a piece. So we definitely know that the cost of money costs more. Yep. If you have an interest only loan on anything, you are paying more money right now. I'm just going to let you know you are. So with that being said, do not start a business right now during this recession unless you have these 5 things that I'm going to talk about today. Don't fret. Don't be afraid. You're not the only one. So over the last 20 years, I have been encouraging people, no matter if you are in your own business, no matter if you're working for someone, whatever task and assignment that you have, I've always said, treat whatever you are given like this is yours and you're the CEO of your own assignment of tasking, right? Because we know that you behave very differently if that's the case. You're not just completing something because someone told you to do something, right? You are doing this with intention and purpose because you feel like it's your own. And I encourage people to think like they're the CEO of their own assignment instead of thinking like an employee. Yep. Over the last year, and my claim to fame, I was able to retire last year at the age of 44. Yep, I did it after 22 years of being in corporate America with a degree in engineering, MBA, all of that. I was able to finally put down my engineering hat, even though you never officially put it down, and then put up the mantle of now entrepreneurship. Let me be clear. I started being an entrepreneur in 2019 before I retired from my corporate job. And one of the reasons why I did this, I wish I had, I would say, I wish I had did this earlier. I'm glad I did it when I did. I knew that at some point, I just didn't know when, I knew that at some point that I was going to leave the workplace for a multitude of reasons. One, maybe because my kids. Two, I just had a feeling, I had an itch, I had an inclination, I had whatever you want to call it. I knew that corporate America was no longer feeding what I was looking for. And I knew that I needed to start my own business so that I can have control over my life. And I did that intentionally before I knew that it was time for me to leave. So in 2019 was when I actually got incorporated. 2020 was when I actually started working on the business. So that's something else too that people need to think about, is that even though you incorporate your company, you may not be starting your business during that time, right? So we want to make sure that you do that. Again, you people always telling you, oh my gosh, you need to start your business. This is amazing. This is why you need to do this. It's cool. It's exciting. You get to take control over your life. You get to take control over everything. But you rarely hear why you should not start. You rarely hear why you shouldn't have your business. And what I'm going to do today is disrupt your thinking, because what you have been told is a lie. I'm going to disrupt it. Because how do you know for sure that this is for you? How do you know the fact that you want to be a business owner is for you? It's cool. You hear about talking about being an entrepreneur. You hear about talking about you take tax savings. You hear about all of this. However, the things that you don't hear is what we're going to discuss today. That makes sense? All right. So first and foremost, everyone, if you don't know my story, I was able to retire at the age of 44 after being in corporate America for 22 years, working in engineering, working in management. And I was able to do this not just with my business, but also in investing. And let me be clear, also being debt free as well. So it was very strategic. It was very intentional. I knew that this was not going to be, what do you call it? A quick fix. There's nothing like a quick fix. So first thing, here's why you don't want to start your business during a recession, is if you're looking for a quick fix. If you're looking for something to do right now because you've gotten laid off, if you're looking for something to do right now because you are trying to just get there, get it done, get it quickly, this is not the time for you to start your business. Being an entrepreneur, being a small business owner are not for quick fixes. It's not. It is not for people who are trying to find something to do or trying to solve a quick problem. Being an entrepreneur, which allows you to become a small business owner, it is a long-term solution. So that's the first thing. If you are looking for a quick fix, do not start your business during this recession. Hey, thank you guys for joining. Any questions that you have, make sure you put it in comments. Again, what we're talking about today is why you should not start a business during a recession. It is going to dismantle the beliefs that you have been told. It is going to be contrary to everything that people have given to you and what you have seen online. Because the reality is that when you are starting a business, there are certain things that you need to have in place that no one tells you about until you jump in. And with so many companies laying off right now, right? If you don't remember how it was in 2008, 2009, when the recession with the housing market crashed, it was insane. Okay. People weren't talking about starting businesses. They were talking about how I can take money out my 401k, my 401(b). What do I need to do? That's what was happening. Now we see start your business, start your business, start your business. One, because technology has changed and we have a lot more options, which is phenomenal. However, if you are looking for a quick fix, this is not the time. Okay. Second thing is you are passionate, but you have no direction. Listen, I am very dramatic and very animated. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Just because you have passion, but if you have no direction and you're jumping into being an entrepreneur, you are in for a fast burn. You are in for a fast burn. You have to know what you're getting into and an idea of what that is, right? You need to have some type of direction, some type of idea of what you want your business to be. Oftentimes we just hear, well, let's just be an entrepreneur. Let's just start a business. But we have no idea what the business is. But not even that. You don't even know if there's a demand for the market. You don't even know if you don't even have a problem you're fixing, right? Imagine a problem that gets on everybody's nerve, but you're passionate about it, but you have no direction. So you're in for a fast burn if you think that you can start a business during the recession and don't have any direction on what that is. All right, the third thing, you do not have a coach or a mentor to guide you. I cannot stress this enough. If you've worked in the workplace, or if you've just taken those classes, right, that coaches have, or those non-credit courses, you got to have someone to help guide you and point you into the right direction. At least that way you will have a solid foundation. Oftentimes we think that we can do things ourselves. I can definitely tell you, when I started my business in 2019, one of the first events I went to was a conference. And I had no idea what they were talking about. I didn't know what it meant to have a calendar link in your email, or to have an email list, or to have a CRM. That was all foreign to me. But if I had not been in an environment and met people who were definitely ahead of me in terms of the tools and processes, I would not be where I am today. Okay? Let me just say that. So you do not start a recession. Do not start your business right now during this recession if you do not have a coach or mentor to help guide you. I'm gonna listen. YouTube is fine. YouTube University is going to get you where you need to get. But let me just let you know, there's only 24 hours in a day, right? And we know the difference between a coach and a mentor. A mentor is to guide you on the area of a mentor is there to help provide and guide you in their area of expertise. Okay? The coach is there. If you've done sports, I've done sports. Michael Jackson had a Michael Jackson. Magic Johnson had a coach. Michael Jordan had a coach. Everyone has had someone who had to coach them to that next level of greatness. Right? I have 4 coaches right now. And each one of them brings in different things in terms of what I need for my business. So I definitely needed someone to help guide me. I even got a speaking coach on how to cultivate messages. So you need to make sure that you are having someone is there to coach and guide you in what you need to do. The fourth reason why you don't need to start a business right now during a recession is you still think like an employee. You still think you got to ask for permission. You wait for someone to give you the green light to go ahead. You know how those people, when they're doing a jump rope and they're waiting for their level, they're waiting to get in. That's what you're doing. You're still trying to figure out when you're going to get in there, and you're thinking like an employee. One of the biggest things that I've heard people say all the time is that because the environment that we have been in institutionalized us into a certain way of thinking, and because we have gotten reprimanded so many times when we think outside of the box, and if you're not following process and procedures or the manual or the SOPs the way that it is written, you get reprimanded. And the reprimanding is not verbally. It could also be in terms of performance and in terms of your money. So we get trained to not think, to not innovate, to not create or operate in our zone of genius. And therefore, we are no longer colorful. We become bland and vanilla. And that is something that you don't want to have when you're starting your business. The reason why the recession is so critical, because right now, everything you do matters. There is a small room of error because you have a limited number of funds. Yes? So you want to make sure that with the funds that you have to invest in your business, that you are cultivating and you're being strategic in how you utilize it in the best way for your company, for your startup. So for your startup. So if you're still thinking like an employee where you have to ask for permission, then you're not ready to start your business. The last thing is And I think this is one of the most important things is that you do not trust your instincts or yourself. How many of us can relate to that? You don't trust your instincts or yourself, right? And what happens? What happens when you don't trust your instincts or yourself? You either become lazy, you don't do anything, you're waiting, and especially during a recession, you don't have the opportunity to not trust yourself. If anything, you have to go to the extreme and move all in. Because here's the thing, oftentimes when we are trying to achieve a goal, when you are trying to start your business, grow your business, scale your business, sustain your business, or get your business bought, whatever it is, it's not the destination. It's who you're becoming during the process. And I'm going to be honest with you. When you are becoming, or when you think, when you have made up your mind that I'm going to bet on myself, and start my business, it is not for the faint of heart. Okay? You are going to have days where you're going to say, my, oh my, why did I do this? And you're going to have days where you're jumping for joy. But if you don't trust your instincts or thyself, especially during this recession, then you do not need to start a business. Okay? So I've given you the 5 reasons on why you do not need to start a business in the recession, during this recession right now. And I'm going to do you one even better. I am going to give you 2 reasons why you should. Okay? 2 reasons why you should. One reason is because during times of great hardships, usually give birth to something phenomenal. And it's an opportunity for you to give birth to something that can not only change your life, but the world. The second thing on why you should start a business in a recession is that there's oftentimes less competition in your area. People need something to grab onto. People need something to hold on to. People need something to inspire them. And if you have something that's going to do that, you end up becoming a person, a business that out of the rubble, you begin to rise. You begin to rise and not only change, but you have an opportunity to change a nation. Yes, yes. All right. So I'm going to be coming live for the next around noon. And we're going to be talking about everything entrepreneurship, everything on why you need to launch a business, everything on why this is essential for you. What does it look like? Because guess what? At the end of this month, December 27th through the 29th, I am hosting a free 3-day workshop on how you can launch your business in 30 days or less. And guess what? It will be epic. Oftentimes, when we have a business, yes, it is difficult, but it's rewarding. And I'm here to help you streamline the process because I think it's absolutely essential for you to position yourself and your business during this time where you're able to inspire others with the business that you have to give to others. Yes, yes. All right, everyone. My name is Uche Maple. I am a leadership and business strategist. Thank you. All right, Jamar. How you doing? Truth. Mindset takes time to undo. If you don't know, that's exactly right. So everyone, thank you for joining. Look forward to seeing you here tomorrow at noon and have a great one. Bye.